You know the feeling all too well, stumbling through a thick forest, living off stale rations, unable to get a full night's sleep. When you finally arrive at the next town, the tavern is where you find all the comforts of civilization you've sorely missed. You've all been adventuring for a while now. It's a tough job, and it doesn't get any easier as you get older. Many adventurers eventually retire to run taverns, offering shelter, food, and advice to a younger generation. It's what you have all decided to do. Today we're playing Stewpot, a tavern simulation role-playing game for 3+ players by Takuma Okada, NoRoadHome.itch.io. Stewpot, Tales from a Fantasy Tavern, tells the story of a tavern run by your characters, who are a party of former adventurers. It's a game about hanging up your weapons, selling off your armor, and integrating back into society. I am your host, Nifty Hat. Joining me on the stream is Eve.
That's me.
Esty.
I am on drugs.
Daryl.
420 yellow.
And my money on my mind. Oh, do we get TOS?
Daryl did all of the drugs.
Sorry, Snoop.
Very evidently.
I didn't mean to cut into your revenue, Snoop. Forgive me.
To play the game, we're going to create a tavern and character sheets in Google Sheets, and then we are going to play a series of mini games to represent the passage of time in the tavern. Okay, choosing a game. You'll take turns choosing games to play. Most games require other players. Having someone is minding good, but always ask before you plan too much. Nobody should have to play a game they don't want to. Between mini games, we will take breaks if we want to. We can take 5 minutes, maybe shoot the shit about stuff. We will always take a break after doing wear and tear, which will probably line up near the end of the show anyway. The two mini games, the first steps and in the rhythm of things, cannot be picked. We always play the first steps at the beginning of the game, and we always play in the rhythm of things at the end of the game. The end of the game happens when you have used up all of your adventure experiences. During mini games, you'll have opportunities to use an experience, and if one of those experiences you use is an adventurer experience, after the minigame, you will remove the adventure experience and replace it with a town experience, and you will describe how one thing became the other thing. They don't necessarily have to be related, but you have to describe how you got that town experience. It also doesn't have to be related to the minigame we just played. It could just be like, in the time after. And they're pretty short, 1 to 3 sentences. Tavern advancement. You start off as a small run-of-the-mill tavern, but with hard work and more than a little luck, you hope to become a name every adventurer knows. As you play games, time passes, your characters become better at running the tavern, the word spreads. After every third game, everyone will take a break and check in on each other, and then play wear and tear, and increase one of your tavern ratings by 1 up to a maximum of 4. You can also increase your rating instantly by succeeding in playing a festival day or a distinguished guest. If you play homegrown, your cuisine rating will automatically go up during the next time you play wear and tear. Each time a tavern rating increases, each player can describe a new detail or feature of the tavern. This game has breaks and holds, so breaks we can take after any minigame, and also before we play wear and tear. That's just a time to step away from playing for a little bit to clear out if anybody needs to take a bio break or get water or anything else. The break's time to do that. Hold is if you just need everyone to stop playing, if you just need play to stop so we can talk about what we're doing, you call for a hold. Either just say hold or type hold into the Discord chat, and we will stop and discuss the state of the game and see if we can work things out. You do this if there's anything in play that you're unhappy about and you don't want to, keep role-playing something gross that you hate. Ending the game. Of course, the goal of a successful tavern would be to be able to operate indefinitely, but all games must come to an end eventually, and hopefully you can walk away from your game of Stewpot knowing your adventurers have settled down comfortably. When every player has switched all of their adventure experience to town experiences, everyone plays in the rhythm of things together to end the game. Building your tavern. Your tavern is central to the whole game. Work together to create a place you're excited to tell the story of. And I guess up front, this should fit into our Cryptid universe in some way. Like, that doesn't have to color everything, but it should color something.
Mm-hmm.
So location. Location is a fundamental part of the story you want to tell about your tavern. Do you want to compete with other taverns in a bustling city, or do you want to be a little stop in the wilderness, the only place to stay in a small town? As a group, decide how large the town or city around you is, then each player gives one detail about the city or surrounding area. Examples of cities are canals instead of streets, connected tree houses, floating in water or air, ancient and crumbling. Or examples of environments are deserts with enormous bones, underground tunnels illuminated by glowing stones, low sloping mountains, humid, snowbanks and frozen lakes, towering trees.
Why were you chuckling?
I like the idea of a desert with tiny bones.
I kind of like a desert with tiny bones where it's bones all the way down.
Bones all the way down.
Like the grains of sand are grains of bone.
Ooh.
The bone
It's a very
desert.
morbid place for a tavern. Yeah.
Like I there's some real creepy implications about where all those bones came from, right?
Also, you could say that desert is bone dry.
I got bone with that joke.
I don't think this is a very good idea.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't. Yeah, it's definitely a bad idea.
I think it's a good idea, or I don't think it's a good idea for this stream.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna just get endless fucking bone jokes.
I honestly kind of like the idea of like tree houses connected because I've always liked that idea.
I like tree houses because there's just this huge risk for drunk people in tree houses.
Cool with it.
That does sound like a really fun idea. Yeah, I've just always liked connected tree houses. They always look neat.
Is our tavern in like the hub of the tree houses, or is it out of the way? And also, when you're like, hey, tree houses, is it like there's big clusters of houses all together built in a tree, or is it like each domicile is in a separate tree and they're all like, is it more of a Venice situation?
Clusters of
Venice, but
houses,
with
I think.
trees.
Venice, but trees.
Clusters, I think,
Okay,
of houses.
Yeah, clusters.
I'm thinking
I kind of like people like tight weaving.
like don't the lumbercats in
In
Kipo,
Kipo?
like
I don't remember how they.
I thought they live in tree houses. Okay, maybe I'm.
They live
imagining
in
it.
the trees. I don't know if they live like in like up in the trees or if they live in houses around the trees. I don't
Okay.
remember.
Just built into gigantic trees.
Like, oh, the houses are actually inside the trees?
Uh,
Or are we
they
still
could
talking...
kind of be kind
Like
of
they
like
hollow
like
out
some
part
of
of the
them.
tree and it's like coming out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, like the trees are like huge. That'd be cool.
How
And then there's the little
how
bridges.
huge is huge? Just to put
Very huge.
just to put this in
Bigger
perspective,
than
when
anyone on Earth.
we were watching that one anime movie with the
There's
machines.
some pretty big trees on Earth.
Thinking like the size of like a block.
They're pretty big trees.
I mean,
think-
like
but
two-
I don't think
the
there's a
size
tr-
of a block is relative, but I don't think eight trees get that big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the size, like
Like
an
if-
average city block.
Yeah, if like the trunk is like the size of an average city block, like that is a
Be-
monstrous fucking tree.
Yeah.
Jade, what was the anime we watched with the machines that built the entire city? And one of the things is there's like a space the size of Jupiter.
Blame.
Yeah, I think it might have been Blame.
The robots just keep building the
Yeah.
city up and out, and so the city is just like forever big.
Yeah, and there's a space inside the city the size of Jupiter.
Huh.
It's just a big hollow room. In the manga, there's a whole arc where he has to cross this space the size of Jupiter. So it's like, yeah, that's why I was asking about scale, because scale could be huge. But so there's trees. The trunk could be as wide as a city block, right?
Yeah, like that can fit a couple houses on like one side of it,
Okay.
and then like vertical. So yeah, like basically tree apartments.
Tree apartments.
That's what I picture when they're stacked, but like not like evenly, like uniform. I think it'd be cuter if they were like different sizes and shit.
Okay. Do you want to write that in as a detail?
Big tree mishmash apartment style.
I already know what detail I want to add after my whole thing about drunk people. Which
No
is
railing.
no railings. But there's big nets hung underneath everything.
Yeah,
So if you
yeah,
fall off, you just kind of end up in a net, and then everyone comes and laughs at you a bit.
Yeah,
Yes.
like suicide.
Public
nets, but with
humiliation,
less
my
suicide,
favorite.
Yeah.
Alright, even going by a pseudonym today, or can I just call you?
Maybe like J.K. Bachman. That's a pretty good one.
Okay, joke Backman. What's your I need a detail from you and a detail from Eve.
Oh god.
What do you picture when you picture giant tree houses?
Branches. Maybe they should be mushroom trees. That'd be sick.
No.
And there'll be like little cows with mushrooms growing out of their back. That'd be fucking sick.
Ooh, farms up in there would be cute.
Yeah, maybe we should have like farm pontoons.
I think he's just doing that to make the circle on our microphone, like in our profile move.
That's how I know I'm picking up. Yeah.
Okay,
Higher
so-
up in the branches, maybe there's water collectors for when it rains.
Well, that's nuts.
Ooh, jug. What kind of trees are they?
Mushrooms.
No, don't let him decide that.
I was wondering, like evergreens, or if they bear fruit.
Balsa.
Balsa wood?
Shitty weak trees.
Christmas trees?
The well-known tree variety of Christmas.
I just gotta say, Eve, if these trees bear fruit in like autumn, it's gotta be real fucking dangerous. Because the fruit's gonna fucking fall off the tree, and if that shit's to scale, that would kill you.
How about they bear
Be to
horrible
scale.
poisonous berries?
Why are you like this?
Let's spice it up. Oh god.
Eve, can you give me some
Wait.
flavor on these water collectors?
Oh,
Not
Jesus.
yet, but I'm thinking about them.
Okay.
I'm gonna at some point doodle them,
yeah.
and then I can give you more
Okay.
information.
It'd be cute if it was large leaves. They could like use the leaves themselves as funnels. Horrible poisonous berries.
Is that what grows off the tree, or is it like plants that also grow on the tree that are poisonous?
I'm gonna bend the definition of the word berry a little bit, perhaps, and say that they grow off the tree as fruit would, but they are berry-like in character.
How big are they?
If they were to fall on you, it would not be a good time.
That doesn't
Okay,
tell me
okay.
how big it is.
Yeah, is it as big as a car? Bigger?
Ooh.
Smaller?
No, I'd probably say less big than a car. I'm probably thinking, wait,
What about like a smart car?
probably if you were like glue 3 watermelons together. That's what I'm
Okay.
thinking.
So it's like smaller than a
Yeah.
yoga ball. About half the size of a yoga ball?
Ooh, yeah, yoga ball is a good relative. Yeah, let's say yoga ball
That-
size.
Jesus.
Okay, yeah, if that landed on you, you'd definitely be dead.
Yeah,
It
yeah, I
depends
don't
on
know.
how
Yeah, I feel like they're if they're falling, that they're going to be like soft and squishy, so they just bathe you in a horrible poisonous fluid instead of like
Oh,
just
I-
don't consume it.
oh boy, okay. I kind of like hate this. Thanks, I hate it.
Horrible, stinky, poisonous fluid.
Now you figured out where you are, what does your tavern look like? Be as general or
Mhm.
specific as you like. What interests you? Yeah, Daryl, I'm going to be asking these questions for a while, so you're just going to have to get in the swing of
this is gonna
things.
be really rough, my guy. This is gonna be like really brutal.
What interests you most about a building? Where are your eyes drawn to? Examples are dark grey stone blocks, logs cut and placed, a treehouse, flowering vines, delicately carved sandstone, ice palace, or boat. It just says
Ooh,
boat.
I like ice palace. That sounds incongruous.
What
Okay,
was that thing that they made?
our gimmick will be a boat hanging between the trees.
I like that because it's like
I love
That's
that.
such a bad idea. I love
No,
it.
Especially
it's
in
like
my-
the building in
how the-
Singapore with the boat on top of it, and everyone's like, "How the fuck did the boat get there?"
Yeah.
I picture like it's held like a lot with like nets and bridges and shit.
Oh, that's not what I was
Yeah.
picturing.
Yeah.
I was picturing it was like precariously dangling off of like 3 bridges.
Bitch, you want to retire?
Death is a form of retirement.
But that's just like a feature of our tavern, right? It's not the tavern, or is that the tavern?
I'm thinking that's the tavern.
All right, I'm gay.
Maybe
I
a
like-
series of boats. Like we got one big
Oh.
boat that's the main place where people eat and chill, and then like smaller boats that hang from the thing where people that's where they sleep.
Put you on a life
So
raft and like lower you down.
We got
It'll be a bit bigger. It'll be a bit bigger.
Life raft. Get one of the tent life rafts. Live in luxury.
so it's kind of like a flotilla connet sort of thing going on here. Okay, interesting.
I love this.
I love
Please.
our like desire to like make shit out of human shit that you can find. Like we had the platoons and shit on our like little fish people.
Yeah.
Please canonize this on the Google sheet, Eve.
I like that you can get mad at her.
How
later.
many?
You're like,
How detailed can it get, or should it be like?
Like a couple of sentences tops. You can write more than there's space to on this sheet. Just go into
Okay.
another line. It's not. Actually, I guess I should clarify. This is like when you say boat. Do you mean more like a? You mean like an old wooden, like a
Yeah,
pirate
old
ship?
sail. Yeah, old
okay.
large sailing pirate-like
Oh,
ship,
okay.
and then like
Right.
the other one, like where your rooms would be smaller because it would be like for 1 to 2 people,
Can I pitch something for my detail?
maybe.
Can we make it like a paddle steamer type boat? I want those big ass wheels on the back.
It would look really cool when it's raining too, because
Yeah.
then it would move. I like it. Okay.
that'd be
I got
really
this.
good
I
for
got
water collection.
series of boats
Having like buckets so that when it spins.
up
Mm.
between.
For my detail, I've written giant paddle boat wheels that act as a water wheel when the water wheel generator when it's raining. I think like a shitty generator though. This isn't like impressive technology. This is like I was watching a thing about planned obsolescence, and they were showing like the light bulb that has been on for the longest time. That's like a low energy light bulb, and it's like that is like we have this machine that's like kind of a thing that's really spectacular if you're low tech, that is powered when the water wheels are turning, which is when it's raining. Okay, we need 2 more details. Daryl, think hard before we have to ask you,
Oh
and you
god.
have to
Oh
sit
my-
there and be like, I can't be creative, that's too difficult.
This is really rattling one half of my brain right now.
That's also it's like so impractical.
Hmm?
Making the kitchen out of stone.
Yeah, I was like, it's medievally. I can't think of anything else that's fireproof because the boat is probably made of wood.
Boat is made of asbestos.
The boat is definitely made out of wood.
Wood is
Yeah, so
can be very non-flammable if you treat it correctly.
I don't trust
Yeah,
it.
what if
I was
Um,
looking at the character creation, and I don't trust it for what I want to be.
What if we're
Oh.
mean to the wood instead? Extra flammable.
But I'm okay with this. I think it just implies that fictionally there may be some very light stone in our world, or something like that. That's fine.
Right.
Sans kitchen.
What would be a better material? I just couldn't think of anything.
Duh.
I mean, there's not really like older materials that are fireproof and light.
Aluminum.
The kitchen's made of tinfoil.
Pure aluminum.
Oh, you know
kitchen.
what? You know what? I'll do this because we can have it like whatever.
Yeah, there we go.
Ooh, snazzy.
All right, Daryl.
If you were working in this tavern, what would you want it to have?
Oh god. Oh, I hate improv.
If you walked into this tavern, what is the first thing that you notice?
Does the audience want to help?
Oh god.
I think you've been
I love
popping
how
up.
much Daryl's overselling this.
I can't grind my teeth loudly enough for the mic to pick it up.
I also don't. You get a lot of down work done.
Yeah, that's life, right? Don't worry, I'll be struck by inspiration any minute now.
So when you come in the building, the first thing you notice is all the posters hung up of the tavern owner's favorite anime character.
Oscar?
We were watching anime, and one of the characters is a weeb. As Esty, I was showing you pictures of it. I completely forgot there's an episode where they're at a swimsuit shop, and they have body suits of the Ava characters as wetsuits.
Of course.
Oh my god, I want that.
Oh, you fucking what is it, Grand Blue?
Yeah, Grand Blue Dreaming.
So fucking funny.
Yeah, she was showing me the.
I was showing her some of the facial expressions that they make. What does the dining room look like, Daryl?
Oh God.
It's in a boat.
Maybe it has tables. Ugh.
Ooh.
Maybe it has tables.
What kind of theme?
Theme.
Would it match?
Nautical.
Nautical?
Why are you like this?
Oh God, kill me.
I was thinking like would there be like instruments, like live band, entertainment in the pub,
Oh no.
a magical jukebox.
Maybe if I don't breathe for long enough, I'll come up with something.
How can we assist you?
I don't know. If I knew that, I would have assisted myself by now.
Just fill it with cats that look like Corvo. Or one cat.
All his ideas.
The theme is Tom Hooper's cats.
Hooper's cats.
The live action cats.
Yeah, it's Tom Hooper, right? Anyways, that doesn't matter.
I don't know.
Pretty sure it was. Anyways, that's the guy who did Les Mis, or
When-
rather, the film version.
When we
I'm
started
getting distracted.
talking about food, I just keep thinking of the food place that's run by the sailor guy in The Simpsons.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. It's not the place where Homer has fugu, though. I think that's a different place.
Yeah, it's a sushi place.
You think we should have in our restaurant that is a ship dangling off of tree houses?
It's not dangling off the tree houses. It's dangling off the trees that the houses are in.
that's
Don't be stupid.
That I don't know how key of a detail. I mean, I guess that makes a difference.
It does. It does. It does.
Daryl's having
Absolutely
a lot
does.
of trouble. Do you want to help him?
80s action movies.
No, yeah, it's all Die Hard themed. There you go.
It's like poppy crap.
Just red. Just busy
Oh
walls.
Jesus! Oh God! I don't know if I have the creative faculties to do this, my guy.
We're just gonna watch
tis the
Daryl.
season.
We're gonna watch Daryl pop a blood vessel.
I don't know if this is gonna work out, my guys. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if my creative powers are strong enough to come up with specific details.
Dude, you'd say literally anything as long as you don't just regurgitate something that we just did. And we'll sit
Sorry,
there
what?
and workshop it with you.
So what was
Just
it?
don't copy anybody else's stuff and
Uh.
come up with an idea.
Oh God, an idea? Oh fuck!
For like any
think a
idea, just
detail
throw
more
it out there and
complicated.
we'll talk.
Oh Jesus, I'm not good at talking. Fuck. Oh God.
All you do.
Yeah, talking is literally the one thing that you do.
Yeah, well, that doesn't mean I'm good at it.
That's fair.
That's fine. We work here by volume and not by quality.
Yeah. Give me about like 45 more minutes. I'll have something. Okay?
No, you have like 3 minutes, and then we'll have to move on to character creation, and we can come back when you've thought. of
Oh
something.
God, that's gonna be even worse.
I do not want to be doing. I don't want to be not done with building everything tonight, because that means we'll have taken 90 minutes just to like set everything up for the game.
Yeah, God, I don't know. Maybe you should cut me out, dude. I don't know if it's gonna work. Fuck. Oh.
Make the reverse of Legolas for your character.
Yeah.
He's like, he's an elf who thinks he's a regular dude.
What was that?
Okay, but
Was type Legolas again from the other guys?
guys, I hate to pitch this, but what if the tavern is elf themed?
Oh no.
Ooh.
I hate elves.
But you played somebody who was dressed as an elf for a year and a half.
Actual elf, and he wasn't me.
It's like covered in ivy and like gold leaf.
Huge pretentious books.
The elves are like insulted when they come in. It's like, what do you think elves are?
Elven appropriation.
Oh
power.
man, it's like an Irish pub, but it's an elvish pub.
Oh God damn it.
If it's gonna be like that, it should be a dwarven pub because they're the ones known for drinking.
Well, welcome to Farahorns.
I actually do. No, I feel like this cuts too close to like actually being racist, where we're like the dwarven pub, but nobody here's ever met a dwarf or knows what they're like.
I had a dwarven friend 6 years ago.
Okay, I think we should move on
Okay,
for now.
we'll move on.
And Daryl can think
Daryl,
about.
You still have to think of a detail. You're not off
Oh
the
God,
hook.
my brain.
You might have more of an idea when you have a character made.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't
Something
know.
that your character would want to put in it
Oh
or
God,
something.
now to make a character. That's really frightening.
So our tavern ratings are cuisine, and at tavern rating 1 we have a cramped kitchen, a small pantry, cheap local wines, and a small brick oven. Atmosphere, atmosphere 1 is straw mattresses, narrow chimneys, bare walls. And services 1, service 1. Service is how your tavern operates, and at service 1, our staff is a former farmhand and injured local guard. Whenever our service rating goes up, we add an NPC that represents a new hire.
Oh, nice.
Alright, character creation. So does anyone wanna lead with this?
I want to be a cat guy.
Okay.
I want to be a rogue as my adventure class thing, and for my town thingy, I want to be a merchant.
Okay. Can you write it into the sheet?
And
I guess I'll go next. I want to be a buff lady. Because we watched Doro and saw Noi take her mask off, and I audibly gasped when I realized it was a buff chick
that was
underneath.
so funny.
I'm gonna be a bard. Because I have this stupid concept of like I'm a bard with an instrument that is just like a huge amount of physical effort to actually wield.
Do you know what your instrument is yet?
Um,
A full-size harp.
I'm thinking like it's like a cello with a crank on it, and you have to like crank it whilst you. Oh wait, you need to like pluck. No, you need to crank it, and the crank controls the thing that plucks the strings.
Are you like this?
I know. I need to think on it a little more. I do like a regular instrument that's really big, but also just like really hard to use. My venturing experience. Obviously, Devil's Fingers for a prestigious skill with an instrument.
Oh.
I've got inspiration. Oh, for the adventure experiences, if something doesn't make sense for your character, feel free to just change it to something that does. And then, guys, should I take? I think I gotta take golden words. Convince anyone of anything. Daryl, do you have any thoughts about this?
Am I allowed to be a ghost? Is that bad? Is
Yeah,
being a ghost
yeah, you can be a
bad?
ghost.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Live your fucking life, my dude.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, I changed my mind about my job. I want to be an apothecary.
Okay, Elvin. Jeez.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, we're going now. Yeah. Oh fuck. Oh, I'm figuring it out.
Also, in honor of 420, I'm going to plan to take the pipe leaf town experience. Oh man, we got a wizard. Suddenly, that no fire thing makes a lot more sense.
I was being safe.
3 is the number, right? I think.
Uh,
Oh, no town experience.
You don't
yet.
take
Okay.
town experiences yet. It's fine.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, examples for items. I guess weapons is longsword, short sword, knives, longbow, shortbow, buckler, kite, shield, tower shield, crossbow, mace, quarterstaff, rapier, gauntlets. And adjectives are sturdy, jeweled, divine, cursed, rusty, or whatever you fucking feel like.
this is just your. Oh right, it had an example in the thing you sent earlier.
Yeah.
Didn't it?
I need a word to summarize the thing in Full Metal Alchemist where Armstrong
What does
like
glowing
flex.
mean?
What?
Well, it's piercing, darting, glowing, kind,
Glowing
sleepy.
eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It means
glowing
they
eyes.
glow.
As in your eyes,
If it's
your
dark,
eyes
they
glow.
Yeah.
So you can
They-
have trusting eyes or
Yeah.
literally glowing eyes.
You can
Yeah.
have any
Or, I
kind
mean-
of eyes you like. Those adjectives are suggestions.
I did glowing
Also,
tired
I mean,
eyes.
like, you can kind of bend the definition to be like glowing, as in they like look really nice or are really appealing. But also, it could just literally be glowing. I reckon.
I need a better word than captivating. I'm looking.
Enthralling, enchanting.
Enthralling's great. Thank you.
No problem.
How's it going, Daryl?
I think we're in a. Oh yeah. Okay. I think we're in a okay place.
Hang on. Your name is Friendly? I love that.
So I'm going for kind of like a Dr. Manhattan sort of thing. So I was thinking like my character would be like perhaps the most powerful practitioner of magic ever, but ever since having been dead and kind of just floating around the world for a long time, has just sort of assumed the form of a young boy and just tries to avoid doing anything too important anymore.
I love that your weapon is an enchanted fork.
Yeah, maybe I'll find a use for that at some point.
Is that like a dinner fork, like just a regular?
Yeah, it's a fork.
Okay.
I don't know. That's alarm. Apparently, Duncan.
Oh, you're
can.
on 4 to 6.
Yeah, I'm 4.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you try and write in that character 4 column, the spreadsheet doesn't work properly.
Oh, okay.
It's still kind of usable, but because it's Daryl, I don't want anything breaking because he'll like start to freak out when stuff doesn't work properly.
Don't worry, they'll be freaking out regardless.
Do you have no eyes?
Yeah, no eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very, very dead. Been dead for a long, long
Right,
time.
Hang on, when you say no eyes, is it like a void where your eyes would be, or a like fleshy space where your eyes would be? Or...
It's a black void.
Okay.
The absence of anything being in that space.
I just need to name my character. But my big muscle girl has enthralling fists as her weapon. That is as in people just can't look away at her hands before she punches somebody with them. Armor is, I need a better word for it, but definition enhancing gambeson. Actually, fashionable gambeson. There we go.
I don't know. I'm rather fond of definition enhancing. That's really funny.
And has bright eyes. And their job is bard. And they have devil's fingers, prodigious skill with an instrument, which is this really heavy cello with a crank on it, which I guess is what I'm doing because I haven't thought of anything better since then. Golden words, convince anyone of anything, and inspiration, power up your friends. Actually, no, I know what I'm going to call my character.
Good.
That's good, because otherwise we'd have to settle on fistula, and that was a good idea.
Their name is F sharp.
Hey!
Is their sibling F minor?
I think their sibling B flat.
Okay.
But I don't think they have like there's not like a musical name theme. I feel like F sharp is probably an alias, right? It's not.
No, yeah.
But
The nickname that they're called by.
Given name F sharp.
Like, I feel like it's good to clarify these things because we're playing Fantasyland, right? We could be like, here's the Guild of Bards, and they name everyone after like musical ranks or some bullshit. Who knows? All right, Esty, do you want to describe your character to us?
I have a little demon lady. She's got a huge scar that looks like she was smited across her upper torso, but she's got long black hair with flowers and vines entangled in it, cascading down. She's got 2 long horns and a spiked tail. She has a living quarterstaff with her because it's still like a living piece of wood with some well-kept robes and glowing tired eyes. I'm going to be a druid and the cook.
And you have shapeshifter, various animal forms, nature speak, understand plants and animals, and force of nature, bend the land around you to your will, which is going to be really interesting given we're in the trees.
Yeah.
Eve.
Boy.
Yep.
I have some drawings. I'm like a little snow leopard, and my name is Ink, and I used to be a rogue, and I'm gonna be a merchant.
Nice. And you have a hand crossbow, leather armor, sparkling eyes. Your rogue's things are nimble fingers, no lock stays locked, no trap can catch you. Very cat appropriate. Lightfoot act undetected, and adder's fangs, deadly poisons and their antidotes.
I figured that would be a good one, and a good reason why I wouldn't have a problem living in this horrible place.
Alright, and then Daryl, you're friendly.
Friendly the ghost, yes. Basically a very, very unassuming blonde farm boy with freckles, but also like noticeably dead. No eyes, see-through, varying levels of visibility. Has an enchanted fork, which clearly used to be something else, but is now a fork. Can cut through anything, rarely used for anything practical. And I have gone with wizard, obviously. Only chooses to use mundane and unimpressive magic anymore. Therefore, how do you say that one?
Prestidigitation.
Did you? Oh.
What?
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation. Yeah. Naturally, invisibility. What with the whole ghost thing. And yeah, Arcana. Because our lovely ghost boy knows literally everything, but doesn't choose to use that information very often.
All right.
And we're gonna go for farming. Because it's best to live a pastoral life. That's the secret.
Did you think of your detail yet?
No. I don't know if I can do.
What would your ghost boy want in the tavern?
I'm inclined to say no light, but I feel like that causes problems.
Maybe there's a room with no light specifically for you. You requested your own boat. You don't have anything in it. It's just your boat. Nobody's allowed to sleep in it.
What if it's
Anyway.
what about low light? Like it's specifically
Dim
designed to be
light?
dimly lit or something?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We can do a low visibility boat tavern. That's fine.
Dude, everything about this place is already inherently pretty fucking dangerous, so I wouldn't sweat it. People came here already to live in the trees with the fucking poison berries, so maybe they just don't worry about it. Alright, I need to scroll past all these character sheets because we've done them. Alright, the first step, we're going to play our first minigame.
Oh god.
Go Team
okay.
Us. Before you decided to put down roots here, before you found this group of friends, what were you doing? What was the first thing you learned about how to live in town? Setup. Everyone plays. Every character gains one town experience. Take turns describing a short scene that led to that experience. Another player or players might come with you, although they do not gain that same experience. If you're stuck, choose from the options below. Tell me if you're stuck and I'll start to describe the options below.
I think Daryl's stuck.
I was thinking Daryl would want to wait until one of us had already gone
That's
to
probably for the best.
give them, and you know, unless you have an idea.
So some of these are relatively easy to answer, but I think I'll wait.
Well, you Nifty, why don't you start? You've done this before.
Okay, I think I know. So my town experience I'm going to pick is smell the flowers, a keen nose, mastery of scents, and that is basically that, like, after being in this town for a little while, F-Sharp learned how to smell where the poison berries had fallen or were going to fall, and be like, oh, don't go that way. Take these bridges around this way and go here, and then you won't have to walk through, like, dank poison smell. And I guess that's how they discovered they're like, oh, I smell shit real good.
I wanted to do. I think I was gonna do parts unknown. Why am I having such a hard time?
No.
I was like literally thinking it, and then I just like blanked.
Don't fucking do that, or I'm gonna.
Because it's just a town experience that happens in the town, right?
Yeah. It's a short scene that led to that experience. So I don't think it has to happen in the town explicitly.
Oh, okay.
He's such a sponge.
But I think it does need to be framed by us opening this tavern, right?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna do refined palette, and I think it's gonna be because like my character is a druid. She can like understand plants. She was able to find like the best parts for like her dishes and everything. So when she like first like presented it, everybody was like way surprised about like the taste of it coming from like this like demon that just looks like shit, and they're like, wow, this is amazing. And it's just the refined palette was from their like experience like with plants, so they knew like the best parts to eat from.
Cool. I dig it. I think I need to canonize now. F-Sharp definitely does the anime thing where they're like always wanting to eat a ton of your food all the time. And just eating like an unnaturally large amount of food.
I guess I'll go.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Weatherbane. So ever since the seal was broken by foolhardy adventurers an untold amount of time ago, Friendly has realized that the weather actually follows a pattern. If you go back in time 300 years, the weather will be exactly the same in the same spot as it is 300 years in the future. So if you go 3 days into the future, and then 300 years prior to that time, the weather will be exactly the same on that time as it is in the future. Therefore, by using time travel, you can tell what the weather's going to be. I mean, you could just jump 3 days into the future, but that little detail is more interesting. Unless you alter the weather yourself, but that's a bit too much work.
Daryl.
Yes.
How can you come up with something so cool, like just now, and not have an
So you
idea for a
can't come-
detail for
yeah.
our tavern?
Oh god, I don't have the right inspo mode. But yeah, I don't know. I gotta try and temper how much I lean into the whole infinite power thing. But I like infinite power for things that are dumb.
I love this whole concept of like, oh yeah, you can work out what weather's going to happen if you've been alive for 300 years. Otherwise, you're shit out of luck, right? It's just a pattern that's so long that you wouldn't know.
That also implies like literally infinite time travel, but don't worry about that either.
Yeah, no, don't worry, don't. It's not important.
Dude, you're using it for nothing, so it's really not important.
Yeah, because it's like, oh hey, I just know that the weather actually is on a repeated cycle every 300 years. I mean, I could just jump forward to whatever time and see what the weather is, but also it's going to be the same as it was 300 years ago.
Does that mean that friendly is when they have the perfect weather, they just keep jumping in 300-year increments in that spot to get the same perfect weather over and over again?
I mean, with this stupid level of magic, like you can just change the weather, but it's a hassle.
Eve?
So I just pick one of the town experiences and describe a thing.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say the perfect gift. You know what people want. So I'm very good at basically giving gifts and making people like me. I'm a cute little cat who always looks worried because my fur pattern just makes me look worried. But I'm very good at giving gifts, and so if there's a person who I need to butter up, I can tell exactly what they need, and that's how I kind of stayed here, was because people really liked that I was good at that. They're just like, oh, it keeps giving us gifts. That's my whole beautiful story.
That's cute. We're real. I mean, aside from Esty, who's like pretty fucked up, we're a bunch of cuties. Sorry, Esty.
That's fine.
That seemed like the thing.
Our
That seemed like
life.
the vibe you were going for, though. I didn't want to include you in like cutie patrol.
No, it's fine. I just pictured like she's been through a lot and now she just wants to make nice food. And she's just covered in flowers because she's one with the plants.
Or I guess me and Eve are cuties, and then the other two are like weird
Then we
ghosts
have the
and
weird
demons.
ass
Weird
no
eye
face
group.
ghost.
We're the weird eye club.
Yeah.
The weird eye, weird eye.
Yeah, you don't have to finish it. I get what the joke is.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right. Do we need to take a quick break from playing, or do we want to start playing some mini games?
Okay, I can do something.
I suppose I can attempt a minigame.
Let me zoom this out so I can work out what order we are supposed to do the games in. I think we just go around the table. Let's just go around the table, picking games. Unless actually, does anyone have a game that they want to play?
Ooh.
Hmm.
And the only games we can't play are the first one, the last one, and I'd rather not play Wear and Tear until we have to, which is every 3 games.
What about Sliced?
I love Sliced.
I was looking at Slice.
Sliced is very cool.
I also kind of want Romancing a Stranger with Friendly.
I don't know if this is that kind of anime.
I thought it'd be funnier if like it's just we think that they're making eye contact with like googly eyes, and it's just that their eyes are bugging out because they're like, "What the fuck is that thing?"
So Sliced then?
Yeah, I'm like Sliced.
Sliced is my favorite game from this. So we need to go over to the playing cards. I think I shared that with you guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's something going on.
Alright. Me go find this game. Who's playing this game? Daryl, are you playing this game? Are you the I mean, it doesn't say you have to be the chef to play this game. But yeah, you wanna play Sliced? You mentioned it, so.
Okay, well, I guess we're in for a penny, in for a pound.
Oh, your job is farmer. Okay. So sliced. You can handle typical tavern food fine. You've got a nice stew, great bread from the baker down the street, and plenty of ale. But sometimes supply routes get disrupted, or maybe you just want to stand out from the rest of the taverns. For whatever the reason, you're playing this game because you want or need to do one thing: cook with monster parts. So set up. To determine what ingredients are at the core of your dish, draw 3 cards from a standard deck. For each card drawn, roll 2 6-sided die to determine how large the ingredient source is and where it's from, and then interpret the card based on suit and rank. So draw a card.
3 cards? Oh, 1 card? Okay.
Yes.
Alright.
So 10 of spades, and then roll 2 dice, which are these little spinners over here.
Do I just click them?
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay, so we got
4.
6, which is colossal,
Okay.
and 4, which is forest.
Okay.
The spades is a plant-based produce, fresh berries, dried bark, juice made from this morning, starchy roots, crisp leaves, stalks, aromatic flowers, pulp, sweet sap. And 10, the feature is shiny. So it's a colossal forest, shiny plant of some kind.
Oh wow. Is that a monster part?
It's a plant can
Plant
be a monster.
monsters. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Okay, so then, do you want to interpret each ingredient one at a time, or do you want to pull all 3 and then?
So a colossal shiny plant product of some sort.
Yes, that's from the forest.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I guess we'll. Okay.
I guess let's do a highlight and a difficulty for this, and that'll help narrow down what it is. So each other player will then describe the ingredient in more detail and tell you a highlight of the ingredient and a difficulty whilst cooking it. Your character is a competent cook. Just remember to mention how you get around the ingredient difficulty, or you may be criticized for it at the end of the game. So we, as in everyone who isn't you, is going to pick a highlight and a difficulty. And I'm pretty sure you're only supposed to pick 1 of each. You're not supposed to give them like fucking 3 difficulties in this one thing.
Okay.
So example highlights are if cooked appropriately, is incredibly juicy and tender. It has a perfect amount of sweetness and doesn't overpower the dish. It has an interesting texture and provides variety to the dish. It is almost impossible to cook wrong, or it is easy to add flavor to. And example difficulties are: it burns easily if not watched carefully, it dries out if overcooked, it will look terrible if not prepared properly, and it is bitter if overcooked.
Okay.
I want to propose, okay, I'm going to use a difficulty that's not on this list, and I want to be like, it'll shatter if it's mishandled.
It's 1 item that we all make a thing for.
Okay.
Right?
We're going to draw 3 ingredients, and we're going to pick 1 highlight and 1 difficulty for each one.
Okay. And we each do that.
For this card, which is the giant shiny forest, the colossal shiny forest root, the difficulty I've described is it will shatter if mishandled. And I guess the highlight is really nice to look at. It looks pretty because it's shiny.
So
You and Esty can add more detail to this ingredients and an additional highlight and difficulty.
it's extremely watery. So if you try to like cure it, it's not very good at like curing or smoking.
So it can't be like preserved easily.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do. It has the perfect amount of sweetness and doesn't overpower the dish, but it will look terrible if not prepared properly.
Okay. Alright, let's pull another card and do the next ingredient. It's a card and then roll 2 dice.
There's Ace of Diamonds.
So it's It's tiny. It's from the plains.
Huh?
It is a
Hey, Chochisin. Sorry.
What?
Somebody said hi in our chat.
Oh, hi.
Oh.
It's diamonds, so it's a seasoning.
Ooh, a tiny amount of plain seasoning. That's exciting.
And its feature is it's magical.
Ooh.
Hi. Chicho sign. Chicho scene.
Ooh.
Something.
That's a very angular name.
We're playing Tavern.
Whoa,
Man, I put Stewpot. Tales from Fantasy Tavern.
it's crazy.
Daryl is describing an ingredient for the fantasy dish that he's supposed to be preparing.
That we were describing it.
Oh, right. Yeah, we need to pick features for it. Somebody else should go first with picking difficulties and highlights. I guess.
And what is the current one we're on?
It's a magical seasoning that is
Magical
tiny and
seasoning.
from the plains.
It's very potent though,
Ooh.
so it's not. Basically just a little bit could be overwhelming.
I'm gonna say that it is very sought after, but also very expensive and hard to replace. It's embarrassing to waste it.
Damn it, that was gonna be mine. Fuck. I was trying to think of how to word that, like, it'll be bad if you waste it. And then I'm like, shit.
Embarrassing's a good one.
Yeah. The magical spice. Magical spice.
We haven't really dug into how it's magical yet.
Yeah. I want to say... I don't know. I'm trying to think of, like, what would be a good magical...
Whipping dung.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, it super relaxes and chills the like the person eating it. Like, it's just like a really nice relaxing dish when you put it in there.
Is Daryl just putting drugs in our food now?
But you're not allowed to carry more than an ounce of it on your person.
Okay, but like I can totally buy our like layabout wizard who's super powerful, not appreciating that what he's putting in our food is like dangerous drugs.
Yeah. He's like, oh yeah, I gotta get this shit in there.
Oh, okay.
You only find
Last-
this shit once every 1,000 years on a blood moon.
It's frowned upon in certain social circles to have it.
I mean, it's definitely embarrassing to waste it if it's like expensive drugs.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Daryl,
It's okay.
last card.
Oh yeah.
Man, I should do the Powered by the Apocalypse thing where I call you by character name. All right,
Friendly.
spades.
Just like when we played Monster of the Week.
Yeah, I mean that's a rule of being the keeper in Monster of the Week. You are supposed to call all the players by their character names. You're never supposed to refer them to by player name. Spades. Oh, it's another spade. So it's another plant, and a 4 is It's a hostile plant. Did you roll those dice, Daryl?
Yeah, 2 and 2.
2 and 2. It's small and it's from a snowy region and it's a hostile plant.
Ooh.
I got one.
Okay.
The outside of it is hard, but when you bite into it, it burns.
Hang on, that sounds like 2 difficulties.
No, because like it's like ice on the outside.
Oh, it's like it's a good like icy hot combo.
It's like a good crunch, you know.
Yeah, a good crotch.
He said crunch.
Yeah.
Okay, crunch.
Yeah,
okay, thank you.
Without the N and an extra T, that makes much less sense.
I want to say it's like the hot inside is like custardy, so it's like really good for desserts. But the plant, if it's because I guess the difficulty, it has to be alive for that. I completely lost that because I was like, oh, I was gonna have it that like if it's hot on the inside, I'm like, oh, it shoots fireballs. But yeah, so like it's really, really juicy and delicious on the inside, but you have to cook it like soon after killing it, kind of like a lobster, so you have to keep it like alive until you're ready to use it.
Oh boy! Like this is gonna get juicy in the next step of this game.
It's in like a box,
Yeah.
just like rattling around, just like. Meh.
Oh, that's so good.
Very proud of it.
And this time you
Making
took
me
my
all
thing
hurt.
because I was about to be like, if you handle it for too long, like something bad happens. And now you said that it's like you don't want to handle this at all. Dude, I'm worried about our kitchen, yo.
Yeah, don't worry about your overpowered dude. Just like worry about making sure the kitchen doesn't go under.
Okay, Nifty, what is your thing?
I say it enhances other strong flavors is a highlight. And I guess then I'd say the difficulty is it overpowers mild flavors.
All
Alright.
of it now he has to make the things.
So, like, you thought this was difficult enough after doing the difficulties and highlights, but there's one more thing. We have to come up with a group of tasters. You are the test group for the new dish. The player characters, a small group of trusted regulars, or a handful of strangers at a big tasting event. Each of you has something you want from this dish. Come up with something on your own, or use the examples below.
Do you have to say what you're coming up with, or you find out after? Or what you're looking for, or you find out after?
We're going to say, and then we're going to basically, like, roll to find out how well cooking's going to go.
So, who are we gonna play as?
I'm a traveling elf, and I'm basically the whitest white guy. I want something with no spice, no season, no nothing. It's basically as vanilla as you can get. That's the character that you have to impress for me.
Can I be myself because I'm a chef?
Yes.
Cool. I want a really cool, interesting tasting dish, and I don't want it to kill me.
Oh, that
Bar
is...
you got going on there.
I figured that Friendly's been there a while, so I'm used to it. So it's almost like making sure it's safe for consumption.
I can always bring you back.
I'm gonna play myself. I'm gonna play F sharp. And F sharp, whatever it is, they want a lot of it. They want to eat a lot of it.
Hey,
Ooh.
girl!
Hey, girl!
Yeah, gargantuan amount of ingredients. Is good.
Keep that my booty this thick. I need to eat.
The characterization is so
Hey,
strong.
girl, you are beautiful.
Oh, I need to bring a thing into playing cards. Bring in the sliced table. The sliced table. Dun dun dun.
Oh wow!
What's
Yeah,
wrong?
it's a little big right now.
There's a lot of words on here.
Yeah. Don't worry about it too much.
Okay.
Cooking the dish. Roll a number of dice equal to 4 plus your cuisine rating, which is 1. So we roll 5 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have a 4, a 2, a 5, a 1, and a 2. And then what you're going to do, you put the dice in each segment and follow the prompt that corresponds to the number on the dice. Daryl?
Oh god! Oh, that's up to me.
Yeah, you're
He was
you're making
letting-
the dish because you're playing
Oh,
the game.
God.
He was petting the cat.
Oh Jesus! So wait, did you say I move the dice onto the corresponding square?
Yeah, you don't have to move them, but basically you can spend. You're gonna need to do one in each of these things, and each one of them will consume one of your dice.
Why are there 5?
So you don't have to use one of them.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
The higher our cuisine rating is, the more dice you get to roll. So the easier it is to not have bad things happen in this game. But hey, you got a 4 and a 5 and a 1 and 2 2s, so you can have 2 things go well and 2 things go badly.
Nice. Oh wait, are all these +1 or did that because of the cuisine rating? Or
No.
is that-
The cuisine rating gave you an extra dice.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yes, you
Okay.
just choose 4.
Yeah.
So just the ones. Actually, I'm not even gonna say that. I don't know if he's going to or not.
Yeah.
I need to read this prompt. Food probably shouldn't be this texture. Tasters. Describe what inedible material this dish reminds you of. And for reference, we're eating. It's made out of giant shiny roots. What was the middle thing?
Herb that
Oh yeah.
Oh, the
maybe
tiny
magic-
magical herb that is
The-
very
the-
potent.
The herb drugs.
Yeah, the magical herb that chills you out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Icy hot.
The
plant.
icy hot carnivorous
Yeah,
plant.
icy hot death plant. Yeah. Vic's icy hot death plant.
This salad feels like
So-
I'm eating a sponge.
So I'm definitely gonna be like F sharp can like get the she can taste the grains of dust magic, and it's grainy and it's nasty. It's like eating food if somebody put edible glitter on your food.
Tastes like I'm eating sponge.
So we all describe. Is this the? So sorry. Let me catch up. Did he only use one dice and put it on texture, and everything else is like
Yeah,
zero, or what?
we can do. Sorry, Daryl. Do you want to divide all the
do you
dice
want me
up
to put them all down
first,
first?
or do you
Oh,
want to
yeah,
do them
I
one
can
at a
put them all-
time?
I can put them all down.
Okay, put them all down. Okay. So we got 5 on seasoning. What pleasant memory does this taste? What pleasant memory does this taste? Does the taste of this dish evoke? 1 taster answer. For goal, you succeed. A taster gives you a compliment, and for presentation, it's a 1. The dish might taste great, but it looks pretty unappetizing. 1 taster describes what part of the dish grosses them out the most. And then texture is 2. Food probably shouldn't be this texture. Tasters describe what inedible material this dish reminds you of.
Do we each only say one thing then?
For presentation, goal, and seasoning, it's 1 taster, and for textures, it sounds like all tasters because it just says
Yeah,
tasters.
so who should say what?
I mean, I think it's okay if Daryl wants to pick.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, you Nifty can describe the presentation. I would like that.
B sharp
Yeah,
or F sharp?
sharp
F
indeed.
sharp.
B sharp's my brother, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, B sharp's my dad. It's my dad's name.
Even better.
Oh, sorry. Did you say presentation?
Presentation.
The thing you got
The
a 1
gross
on. I need to think about this.
Shiny roots, hot cold thing, and spice.
I think I killed something once that looked like this. Like after it was dead. I didn't eat it.
Ellen, thanks for clarifying.
Yeah, gotta make sure.
I was very worried for a sec about your palate.
All right.
Would you say it looks kind of like shiny vines with like the hot cold like seed thing or whatever
just
it is in the
It's
center?
shittiest salad.
It looks like a nest.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with goal from Ink, I believe. Yeah.
No,
Shit.
I'm
what
ink.
were you?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were playing a different character.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
I'm
right,
I'm,
yeah,
I'm the
okay.
elf.
Yeah, give me the white guy elf.
Oh, white guy elf compliment, huh? Let me think. Okay, ooh, white guy elf compliment. Sorry, I have to like. So the seasoning was great. The texture and the presentation were trash. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So since elves tend to be kind of vegetarianish, he's gonna be like. Actually, no. Screw the vegetarian elf thing. He's gonna be like. It's kind of like the unspiced chicken my mom used to make. Very good, very good. You know, he's a white guy, he doesn't want spice. Very good. I didn't even want ketchup on this.
Fucking fantasy
Ugh.
ketchup.
I just to read this bit at the bottom for tasting the dish. If any characters love the dish, you may make them a permanent named NPC.
Do you want me to be a main permanent NPC who ends up living in the town?
There we go. We have our first regular
White
Bland.
guy elf.
yeah,
White guy elf?
Sharon
Okay.
We have to give him
Blandolin.
Platinum. I love it.
I do like the bland, but we'll see.
Yeah, I was just trying to find something that sounded elfy with bland
Yeah,
in it.
Blandolin of Draft.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing too.
Drab Valley. White.
Can I
Just
write
white.
for the details? Can I
Whatever
write
the
the
white-
whitest
yeah.
elf you'll ever know?
Detail.
Yes,
White.
yes. Obviously, we had Blaglos, but what is the king elf name?
It's not
Oh yeah,
Galadriel.
it's Elrond, right?
Oh, okay, yeah, there we go.
Blandron is his name. Blandron.
I'd literally have to like fucking pull up my notes from Monster of the Week to find out what I'd called everyone in Elf Book Club.
Blanderon is his name.
Blanderon, okay.
Yeah, Blanderon.
Beautiful. I love it.
I'll be back.
I guess I'll give you 4 stars on Yelp.
I just want this fucking guy coming in every day and getting like a glass of water.
Every time he gets a glass of water, he's like, "Whoa, you didn't give me the extra spicy, did you?"
Glass of water. 3 ice cubes
Oh.
every day.
Alright, fucking...
Not tap water. It's too
Oh,
spicy.
God.
Those are ice cubes, right? Not spice cubes.
You gotta watch out for spice cubes. Those are dangerous.
Did fucking Spice murder his family?
No.
No, he's just a white guy. They don't know how to season their food.
Spice cubes are canon. I'm down with spice cubes.
Spice cubes.
Astaroth, Taro. Which name should I use? I'm calling you by character name. Should I say Taro?
Yeah, I'd say Taro.
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 What was the seasoning?
The pleasant memory it invoked.
Yes.
It was my 5th birthday down in hell. And my mother surprised me with my favorite hell scorpion. It looks inedible to most people, but it's delicious. That's it.
Okay.
I
This
love-
dish
I love how
reminds
it-
you of Hell Scorpion.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that this dish is reminiscent of both unseasoned chicken and hell scorpion.
Yeah, when it was like unseasoned chicken, I'm like, I'm going all in. Because like in my head, it's a salad.
Truly, everything tastes like chicken.
Yeah, truly everything tastes like chicken.
At
to a
least
white
it does
man.
to Blanderon.
Yeah.
Maybe he's cursed, so everything tastes like bland chicken.
No, he doesn't like spice. It wouldn't be. It wouldn't matter if he. No, he doesn't like spicy things, which means
Oh,
he
no,
definitely
no,
has
okay,
taste
like
buds.
Food. Just like food tastes like chicken. And he doesn't like spice because then he doesn't want spice on his chicken.
I don't know.
It was a very specific curse from a very bitter elf.
Alright. Let's
Anyway,
do memories and then wrap this up because it's 10:20. We definitely have time for another game. At the end of each game, ask each other if anyone has any memories to write down.
Like me as Ink.
I mean, I guess not you as Ink. I mean, if
Ink didn't do shit.
yeah, Ink didn't do shit. I mean, Ink might have been in the corner having a good chuckle or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
figure
shit.
I figure he doesn't trust Friendly's cooking because he's a ghost. How can ghosts can't really taste their own food, right? Like
Well, so anyway, I guess I should ask. I'll ask Friendly then, if they have any moments in the game, descriptions of scenes, sentences of dialogue, anything else that strongly represents your character that you want to record as a memory.
Yeah,
would it be that compliment you got from Blanderon?
the kindest words ever heard in any of my eons? Ooh. Yeah, I think I think the memory is going to the plains of the ancient armistice to grab the spice of calming.
I guess we'll go around. Anyone want to ask anyone else about memories?
Good, because we did almost nothing, and none of our characters aside from Friendly got to do much.
I did stuff.
Yeah, you and Esty did. Sorry, F Sharp and Taro did stuff. It's just not very much.
Yeah.
They didn't hate what they ate.
I have a memory. I just really want somebody to ask me so I can write it down.
Do you have a memory?
Yeah,
F Sharp.
F Sharp has a memory of being really fucking high for like the whole rest of that evening. Because they're a sweet girl. They're really nice. They've never had drugs before.
And they ate a bunch.
And they ate a ton of food.
I just implied hell scorpions are made of weed. Sorry, calming herb.
Yeah.
I put they were
Maybe your
really
mom just
quote
spices
unquote
the hell scorpion with
calm.
Fucking herb of 420 plus like relaxation.
You keep track of relations between characters by writing down memories. Memories are moments in the game, descriptions of scenes, sentence of dialogue, anything else that strongly represents the character. Importantly, your character remembers this moment and associates it with the other player characters for the rest of the game. At the end of each game, ask each other if anyone has any memories to write down. We managed to get one mini game in. Go us.
We also created a world and characters.
Yeah. World creation was good. I got a good feeling about this. I got a good feeling about this tavern. I love everyone's characters. You're all great. You're all wonderful. I mean, except Daryl. He's okay.
Yeah. That might be pushing it.
It still blows my mind. Oh yeah, Daryl, did you write your other detail down?
My what? Who?
The
I
other
think you
detail
wrote it
for the
down.
tavern.
On the tavern, yeah.
Oh,
pretty
low
sure.
light
Oh yeah,
boat.
it was low lighting.
Yeah, low light boat indeed.
I think you can use some more big boy words than that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's get loquacious.
Not. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! I like this. Is either 3 words or slam poetry. No middle ground.
There we go.
Daryl's always great.
Fuck off.
Those are big boy words.
What
He's
does Daryl?
Yeah.
What does the low light look like?
Dark.
How would you describe this lack of light?
I'm.
If I was like, hey, I love the poorly lit decor of this tavern, how do I exactly replicate it in my own home?
I'm feeling like got some like a dimmer switch. It's like that, except with like colored light torches, with like bi-light torches. Lots of purples and blues.
Okay, that's real cool.
Yeah.
So is that an actual dimmer switch? We have this whole magical thing in place just so you can like dim the lights in the tavern.
Everybody knows that Friendly's coming back because the lights turned down.
Are the lights actually candles and we have a dimmer switch to dim candles?
Maybe it's not a dimmer switch and it's just like Friendly is such a shit that they've enchanted all the lighting to go dim whenever they come into the tavern.
I was gonna say, if it's like one of those steamboats, it would be powered with like electricity more likely.
This is fantasy steamboat. It doesn't have to be.
I know, but I thought it'd be cool. Like maybe it's like a relic that shot out of it. It's the only place with light bulbs.
I mean, we could do like Magitech, like fucking lightning runes.
That's fair.
I'm like, we've established that there's runes to make the boat not be on fire, so I think that's our excuse to have actually on fire lighting, because we know it can't burn the boat.
Yeah,
that's true.
Bullshit.
Blanderon.
Blanderon.
The white.
The chicken loving elf.
The chicken
I
loving.
can't wait till he like walks in with like a latte from another establishment.
Yeah.
Part 1 of our one-shot Stewpot Tales from the Fantasy Tavern, part of the Cryptid Chronicles tabletop RPG project. We record live shows every Tuesday between 8:30 and 10:30 p.m. PST, where we build out a world of cryptids by playing one-shot tabletop games. You can watch live on Twitch or on YouTube, or if you prefer to watch VODs, we have the unedited ones here on YouTube, along with these edits for easier listening, and thanks for checking out our show, and tune in for more content in the future.